Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hi there, and this is G Forever, and today we have the very first Bandai Godzilla action figures ever made.
Oh wow, that's really cool, G Forever. So when were these made?
The very first ones were made in 1983.
So we get to see where it all began.
Yeah, pretty much. There were other companies that made Godzilla figures, but Bandai was kind of like the very first ones that made more detailed and movie accurate.
Oh, excellent. Alrighty, well let's have a look then.
All right. First up is the very first Bandai Godzilla figure ever made.
Yay!
Yeah, so this is Godzilla 1962 from the movie King Kong versus Godzilla. The suit name is KING-Goji, and this is made in 1983.
Yeah, the first Bandai.
Yeah.
First Bandai Godzilla action figure.
Yep. 8-inch scale, which has become one of the standard lines. And it's I think it's a very great great figure into like an entry into the line. So
yeah, very green.
Yep, very green, very strong silver paint on the chest and the spikes.
Yeah. So this is from the very beginning. Looks like they started with putting a lot of silver on the chest and the spikes.
Yep, and it goes all the way down the tail to the very tip.
Yep. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So what articulation does he have?
So we can move his arms, so he can do some like punches. You can move his kind of the legs left and right.
Yeah, down by the knee. Yeah,
by the knees.
Right by the knees.
Yep. Then one more on the tail, which is a one-piece tail. He's an older figure, so need to get his exercise going, but he does move.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And it is a harder plastic. You can hear that.
Yep.
Made in Japan. So we can look at the foot here. This is the name of the monster, Ghidorah. And then on the other foot, you have which looks to be Bandai, Japan, and then the year 1983. I do have the tags. You'll see this is the very first style of the Godzilla Collection tags.
Very colorful.
Very colorful. You'll see the 62 Godzilla in the middle.
Yeah.
Japanese text for Gojira. And then the Godzilla Collection in all caps. And then the company Bandai.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And then on the back, it's like a character card.
Oh, another picture.
Yeah, but this is actually the Mosu-Goji, which is the 1964 Godzilla.
Yeah.
Not sure why they chose a different one, but I think they were just going for Godzilla in general.
Yeah.
Probably just picked any Godzilla. They have him some stats. I think like how tall he is, 50 meters. It looks like 2 tons is his weight. You got the official Godzilla sticker, the name of the kaiju, and then collection. I'm not sure 31 if there's any meaning to this number. And then some Japanese text. And then up here it says KING-Goji. King Kong Taigoji. So the title of the movie.
Okay, so there's no year on the tag?
There's no year on the tag, so the only way to see the year is on the bottom of the foot.
Okay.
They did make 2 reissues for the 62 Godzilla. I have all 3, but I'm just going to bring out one of them because we'll save the memorial box release for a future video. But here, this is one of the reissues. They only made 3 of them, which was the original, the 1995 memorial box, which is not on camera, and the 1996 Godzilla Forever series.
Oh.
This is one of my favorite series, Godzilla Forever. Which is kind of where my online name came from, G Forever.
Oh.
And we will cover the G Forever series later on.
Okay. Oh yeah, so this is a reissue, but it's not exactly the same.
No, you can see first off, the very first giveaway is the reissues are in black.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It looks gray, but sort of like
or gray, like dark gray / black.
Okay.
Yep. And then the biggest thing is if you look at the spikes, the original 83 are much larger spikes, and it's all silver, whereas the reissue is a much softer carved, and I feel they made it more Heisei-like, if you look at it.
Well, they're certainly a lot smaller. Yeah,
Much smaller,
and
yeah.
darker, smaller and darker.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's not the exact same mold here.
Yep. Slightly different. But the body itself is pretty much the same.
Yeah, it looks like the body. Yeah, it looks like the same body.
The arms are softer. I think this is when they started introducing the soft vinyl. But still pretty hard compared to other 6-inch figures.
Okay, so not as hard as the 83.
Nope.
But still not very
Not
soft.
squishy soft like the 6-inch line. All right, next up is the 1983 release of MechaGodzilla 1974 from the movie Godzilla vs. MechaGodzilla.
Yay.
All right, so this is one of the fan favorite movies and a very fan favorite character. MechaGodzilla is, seen here, kind of like a dark gray with some black highlights.
Yeah, it looks fairly shiny.
Yeah, very shiny. Yep. There's additional paint in the eyes. You'll see like the kind of like a darker orange.
Yep.
And same with the teeth.
Oh,
There's some gold or orange. I think it's the same color as the eyes on the teeth.
Yeah, I like how the eyes are done. They're very three-dimensional here.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not just they're not just flat.
Nope.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed this in other MechaGodzilla figures.
Nope. And then they have the red ear.
Yeah.
Piece.
Yeah, and the gold. Yeah, and the gold on the teeth is unexpected too. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like the face.
Yeah, very cool. Very nicely done on the back fins. They kind of made it a darker color, so.
Yeah, it is dark. Yeah, the fins are darker. It's not just the light.
Yep.
Yeah, the fins are dark. That's also surprising.
Yeah. This one does have the tag attached, so we'll go over the tag in a moment.
So does it say what is it, MG on his arm?
It does. So you have all the detail as expected from MechaGodzilla. So you have the MG on the arm.
Oh, there it is.
Unfortunately, it's not painted red. I think that would have been a nice touch. But however, they do have like the arm has like the black paint. They do have every bolt kind of all around the body.
Yep.
All over the chest. Yeah.
That's a lot of bolts.
Yep.
So it's a little black. Oh yeah, it's a little black on the center of the chest there too.
Yep.
So again, that's not the light. It's like a darker paint.
It's a darker paint.
That's a lot of bolts.
Yeah. So you have all a good amount of detail for a very old figure.
Yeah.
If you go all the way down to the bottom, you even see like the knee missiles and then the toe missiles, and you can reproduce the scene by moving his head and arms.
Yep.
His legs also move, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation. If you really look at the tail, very nicely done.
Yeah.
They didn't skip out on the detail. They tried to get all the curves, every little, I think, bolt, and even at the very tip you have the blade as well as like the kind of where the jet piece comes out. You can see the copyright information. Bandai is very prominent here.
Yeah,
Made
this
in
one you can
Japan.
actually see it. Yeah, see it a little more clearly.
Yeah, it's very deep. Japan, 1983, and on the other side, MechaGodzilla.
Yeah. Yeah, there. Yeah, there.
So we'll see Godzilla. We have the 64 Godzilla in the center, and then the Godzilla Collection. Looks like there's a price tag covering up.
Is that a Japanese
rest.
or a U.S. price tag?
It should be a Japanese price tag. You'll see the yen. I think it used to be $9, about $9.50, roughly $9.50.
Yep.
I paid over $150 conversion after.
Oh yeah, of course, back in '83, $10 was a little more than it is today.
Yeah. But so if we look on the other side, we actually do see the character card. You'll see MechaGodzilla, the Japanese characters for MechaGodzilla, and the title of the movie, Godzilla vs. MechaGodzilla, Gojira Tai MechaGodzilla. Looks like we have some stats, also 50 meters. He's 40 tons. And then the English.
It's still Collection 33.
Collection 33, yeah.
And then he also was reissued?
Yep. So he's been reissued a few times. Also once in the memorial box. but for an individual release that I have in my collection is the 92 release. You'll see the tag is quite different.
Yeah.
It's the standard Destroy All Monsters style.
And, and the tag has the year.
It has the year down there, 92.
Let me zoom in on that. Okay, so the tag tells you it's a 92.
Yep.
But the foot, does the foot still say 83?
Yep, the foot still says 83. The back of the tag you can see MechaGodzilla. So this is the same style as the early 90s and then later 80s figures.
Okay, so so you can't go by the foot to know if you're getting a reissue or not.
Yeah,
you gotta know what you're doing.
Yep. So if we look at the
you
foot,
can go by the tag.
If you look at the foot, it still says Bandai Japan 1983. Correct. So the two giveaways to see if you got the original or a reissue. I think the biggest thing is the tag.
Right.
Tag is very different. The second thing is the size and the paint.
Yeah. The reissue is definitely shinier. It's
Shinier,
like lighter color.
Much brighter, but he's much smaller.
Yeah.
If you look at the mold, it came out much smaller.
Yeah, he's not as big. That's interesting.
Yep. So let me put them side by side here. I'm gonna put the arms back a little bit.
Definitely is shorter.
Yep. But he's just smaller in size in general, so it's not just shorter.